Starting.
Hello, my name is Sean Fego, and I would like to speak to you today about a very serious issue that is plaguing our nation. Many of you in the audience might have some experience with it, or perhaps you might know somebody who does. It does not discriminate, and it knows no limitations. Have you guessed yet? I am talking about addiction, and my goal is to spread some light on this very serious issue. I knew a man once who, trying to escape his fears and hurts, turned to heroin and crack cocaine to find peace. His personal, family, and societal life was being ripped from him every time he used. Looking back, I do not know how he continued down that path for so long. I ponder this question often. In fact, I've not seen him for over 5 years. This man is me. According to the Addiction Centers of America, a staggering 20 million Americans over the age of 12 have an addiction. These numbers are jaw-dropping. Many of you might be wondering how these individuals turn to these decisions, even though the ill effects are widely documented. There are many reasons. The Christian Counselors and Educational Foundation list 4 main reasons. They are: for the hurting and shameful addict, the addict that is fueled by anger, the addict who uses because of boredom, and the what happened addict. The hurting and shameful addict is the most common, and it's what comes to mind when most people think of addiction. This group is trying to escape from situations and decisions that have caused them pain. They may have experienced abuse and neglect in their lives. The addict who's fueled by anger uses to throw their aggression onto others. This is scary because the anger that motivates them brings them peace and comfort in their lives. The addict who uses of boredom is these people try to use to find excitement in their lives. They try to find purpose and pleasure. Sometimes they feel more important and have grand thoughts of themselves. And then last, the what happened addict. This is just a casual user. They might have started using with friends as innocent fun on the weekends. These are the types when others were able to stop, they kept on going. And ask yourself, do any of you relate to any of these groups? Unfortunately, all people who turn to substances for whatever reason it may be has serious consequences due to their use. Every decision we make has a consequence, and the addict is not exempt from this. The effects are wide-ranging, but we can look at them in 3 distinctions: personal, family, and societal. On a personal level, I want to look at the health cost of addiction to the individual. Short-term health risks include appetite, sleep patterns, disruption, mood swings, psychosis, overdose, and death. Long-term health concerns are decision-making abilities, cognitive decision-making, physical dependence, serious bouts with depression and mood swings, and of course, death, and of course, death. On the family sphere, we can observe that family members blame themselves for their loved one's addiction, anxiety and fear for their spouse, child, etc. develops, and this leads to the controlling dynamic in a family situation. They forget to care for their own needs as they begin to become the caretaker of the addict. So the roles become flip-flopped. And last but not least, the cost on our society at large. Addiction causes an economic strain on communities. Underemployment leading to an increase in federal funded welfare programs for those who cannot take care of themselves, explosion of the criminal justice system, and then a decreased educational status of the population. Now, as you can see, addiction is a complicated matter. My speech only touches a small portion of these complexities. Now that you are educated with why people turn to use dangerous substances and the far-reaching effects of substance abuse, my hope is that the door on the subject has been opened a little for you, and that with this knowledge, you will continue to educate yourself on this paramount issue that is plaguing our society.